Let's try again. Today we're going to be looking at one of the most hated baby faces in wrestling history. Roman Reigns' time as the big dog, right? So what I want to do specifically is look at some YouTube comments from his time as big dog, and some Reddit posts and some Reddit comments from around the timeline. So I had done a compilation of some videos, like some interviews that he did with Impulsive and like videos from 7 years ago. We can just look at those comments and see the reaction that he had back in that time. All right. So let's see. All right. I was considering to just do this as a video, but why not just live stream? Let's see how far we get. All right, so I'm not gonna play the videos itself. I'm just gonna just go through the comment sections and we see some of the comments that he got during his time as the big dog. All right. So first one, let's just pause here. All right, pause. So he was even booed at the Hall of Fame. How hated do you have to be booed during the Hall of Fame speech? I don't think anybody else has been booed since like Dominic Mysterio. If I had to compare how Roman Reigns is perceived, it reminds me a lot of how when Shawn Michaels went to Canada and played Bret Hart's theme, or when how Dominic Mysterio was perceived after he turned on his father. But let's look at some of the comments. So first one says he'll be killed in ECW. One crowd invented 5 different chants to insult this man. Different whole different level toxic. Every heel's wet dreams to get this kind of heat. So as I said, one of the most hated baby faces, because the kind of heat that he got at the time, it's the type of reaction that a heel would dream of getting for half the stuff that he did. And it wasn't like he was trying to be overly mean or anything. It's just that the people didn't want him as he was. So they didn't want the big dog persona. They didn't like his theme, some of them. And I guess those two kind of work together. They didn't like his the way that he did promos, because he was still a green as in young on the mic, and didn't really have the experience of how to carry himself and how to manage everybody. Like now, as a tribal chief, you can hold the mic and out talk anybody, but he needed to go through the trial by fire. Because even when he went up against guys like John Cena, and John Cena's really leaned into him. He kind of was like a deer in the headlights. So this is one from 7 years ago, from Young City Music, saying he acts like he doesn't care, but it's killing him inside. But he's killing me inside that he's not over, and so does Vince. If not, edit out. All right, so the editing that he's talking about here, at the time, well, I guess still to know, there was a lot of editing in of crowd cheers and fan engagement of the crowd with the superstars, because the crowd was at times dead, except when he came in, it was mostly booze. Not really positive direction that you want as a baby face. All right, so next comment. Ali Cena is good on the mic and has much broader range of booze. Well, all right, let's see. Look at the replies to that one. So this video is by Lucky Mandy. You can go and check out the original video. I'm gonna play the video so you can go and watch that. All right. Are you kidding me? All right. All right, so here's somebody commenting about this music. So every time I hear Roman Reigns music, depression returns all over again. So one of the things about the music that Superstar has, it, as I've said in other videos, right, it helps to tell a story about the wrestler. And him just using the theme that he used to have as a member of the Shield didn't really do him any favors, because you want this guy to be perceived as a good guy. So if you use the theme that the bad guys had, it kind of like it's almost like everything was kind of working against him. And I feel that he, as a character, he didn't really find himself yet. He needed to like take some time away and come back, like he did with the tribal chief gimmick. But all right. Another comment. I love how people boo him so much at WWE as the Lord. So maybe they did a bit editing, so maybe it was even lower than we actually get to watch in the post-production edits. All right, next comment. 2017 was Anti-Roman Day. It was also the creation of Happy Rusev Day. So by the time too, even Rusev was more over than him. Rusev, that's now I think with AEW. And look at this comment saying that Paul and Stephanie are running this business into the ground, and I love every second of it. So if you know how they are Triple H is being perceived now as one of the best things to happen in like the booking of matches. If you look at this is what 4 years ago, that's how quickly things can change, right? If you look at because he's kind of always been in that space at the story development and everything, but now he kind of has more rings because Vince isn't in the scene anymore. So so that's 4 years time. It's a lot of shifting that can happen. All right, WWE universe is fake because I bet now the chair on the head of the table. I still like old Roman Reigns. I don't care. I don't know why anybody else, I guess, didn't like him. Well, you still gonna have your fans, but the gimmick overall just didn't fit his natural. He reminds me a lot of how Randy Orton is as a natural anti-hero type. Randy doesn't really work well as a face, because it's just the viper in him. You're always expecting to do something outlandish at any point in time. Like how Stone Cold is, right? With the stunner. So, all right, let's see if we can find another one to watch. So this one's from 7 years ago too, from Nemesis Tabosa. All right, let's see what the comments are. 6 years ago, see somebody else saying the ECW crowds. All right. All right, so they're basically saying that in the ECW crowds, because they were a lot more violent, they would, when voicing their opinions, it would probably result in him being hurt because they don't want him to be the face. But, legendary crowds. I think that Roman Reigns is one of those guys who could be one of the only guys who could actually be like a hated babyface and a loved heel. Like he had to literally flip it because usually the babyface is what you really want to be, but he works better as a heel, so he has to work in the gray area between that because he's still kind of not fully a heel all the time because he's still not all for himself. He's still trying to get his family to be on that next level. But well, you see where he is now. You have to go through this to get to that point. All right. This is what I guess somebody that felt bad for him. I don't like Roman, but I feel bad for him. He's not a bad wrestler. He's just overpushed. I guess it means I hope he turns heel. He'll be next week thing. And Haggard Flunky. Well, I have some news for you, man. You were right. They can't tell him he'll know because it's no Mansella merchandise. Yeah, I think this was one of the main fears that they had, because they're saying that when Hulk Hogan turned heel, he was he lost his merchandise sales and never recovered. Hmm. Oh, so yeah, well, worried about messing that money up. So really, so he was selling that much merch, even being this hated. Somebody says music to my ears. So they're saying that at least went to the mid card and got good mic skills and acting skills to make up for his lack of in-ring skills. Roman Reigns has nothing. This is a brutal commitment. Mic skills not a good, terrible acting skills, limited ring skills. The only reason he's here because of Rock. Ah, and we all saw him reluctantly raise Roman hand in the middle of the ring once. Yeah, I think I remember that they were trying to like use the Rock to kind of help, you know, make the fans cheer him, but it didn't really work out at all. They may be anti some wrestlers killed for that kind of reaction. Yeah, so he has kind of that. It's still, I guess you could say, it's almost kind of still the same reaction that he gets, but it's just that instead of like almost since shy away from it because he's not a baby face, embraces it because he's a hero, right? He's the bad version of John Cena. Yeah, boy. So that's it. It's a lot of things that kind of went wrong with the big dog character. One of them, as I said, the talking is one. The music, they should have changed the music because as a face, it needs to be something that's not necessarily positive, but it reflects the type of person that people want to follow or look up to as the face of the company. And that's what he has now as the tribal chief. All right, let's look at some other um, the impulsive things. He goes over like his worth promo. Um, he talks about the Roosters fans and the anger button. So he was in this video with the anger button. He's saying that the fans can't really make him angry, even though he got all the booze and everything. Only his wife is able to do that, and if you want to, if you haven't watched the impulsive like full video, go and watch the clips because it does give you some insight into his mindset as a WWE superstar and how he felt at the time when he was getting those boots. All right, let's look at some of the Reddit stuff. All right. All right, let's see if we can find any 6 years ago. All right, question: when did Roman Reigns start getting called the big dog, and who came up with it? Who else but the voice of WWE, Michael Cole? Probably say we won't keep, Well, true, could be. Roman Reigns have been using Prodigal since 2014. Earliest usage was at the Money Bank kickoff in 2014. Okay. Remember when they tried to call him just Juggernaut for a few weeks? Okay. I think last year's Rumble was when he took on the Undertaker out and here, this is my yard. Might be wrong, but go back to the OG Shield days. Hounds of Justice, Powerhouse of Groups, I kind of, yeah. Well, this one makes sense. The Hounds of Justice, so it was the big dog, the enforcer for that group, so he took the moniker from that, Anything else? Well, If one thing I can say, the, the, the big dog gimmick kind of helped as a training ground for him to become, who he is now. So he knows how to handle himself in any circumstance. All right, happy birthday to the big dog. All right, let's see what this one says. Roman Reigns, the guy with the biggest specs. um, At least this one isn't too bad. It's, this is my yard now. What are you asking? Do people still hate him? People lose their shit every time people look at the title. Okay, let's see. All right, I think I looked at this one. Yeah, ideas for a major gimmick change, Big Dog's evolution. All right. All right. So they called him the big dog, but is he really a big dog? Nothing about him says big dog to me. They just started calling him that. Um, let's look at the big dog step further. All right. Okay, Mr. Analyzer, Zombie Wolf. um, Roman Reigns sounds like something a dog. Huh? Sounds like something a dog would say. Rough, rough. Come on, bro. Calm down. If Scooby Doo can said his name, it wouldn't even mispronounce. He wouldn't even mispronounce it. So he can keep the name, I suppose, but those moves in a new name. The spear is now the the dog bone. Superman punch is now the dog bone. It's kind of gimmick and moveset synergy will start to get the fans on his side. Well, could have. I mean, if 2020 didn't happen and he, got the break to kind of come back and reinvent himself, would he eventually have, found a way to make the gimmick work? Who knows? He's always worn the same black rat gear stuff. Not saying he needs a full on first. Will be something like a Chewbacca from the next or maybe wristbands. There's a character in One Punch Man like that. I don't remember his name. It's like a dog man thing on the superheroes. That's what I'm thinking of right now. Or maybe I'm pitching. All right, so regardless of anything, yeah, the experiment, and regardless anything is like improvement on the experiment that Roman Reigns is. Okay, all right. Mhm. All right. All right. So I guess this is enough. There was another post. I don't think I'm gonna find it now on Reddit. Um, all right, let's look at this one. Roman Big Dog Reigns. All right, it's from Coyote Stark 24. I've wanted to do this for a very long time. For those who don't know, it's a character that we maybe spoilers for Raw and SmackDown. I don't know which one to go. He's the worst character and his existence in this. Jeez, anyone else on the roster? This man wins nearly every single match he's in, and he loses it. That's one more time for him. The first 4 years of his career. In many events, they all, I mean, all but one of those years. Man, this dude is hated. I wonder how Coyote feels about it. No. I wonder if he made another post. Anyways. I didn't know the drama. Oh boy. You can stop crying and turn the view. Oh boy. You can be the big guy and lose. Sometimes AJ is the biggest face on SmackDown. He lost clean to Ziggler. He doesn't lower you to lose every now and then to other strong people, but Roman Reigns, not Roman Reigns. Hmm? Well, now he's beloved and missed. So, yes. All right, I'm gonna end the stream for now. If anything, I might do a part 2 if needs be. All right, look at some more stuff from around this timeline. All right, that's the video.